Today, we're mapping out a really serious physiological process, the alcohol withdrawal timeline. When alcohol cessation occurs, the body doesn't just quietly stop. It actually goes through a series of really intense, highly predictable physical effects just to try and recalibrate itself. So let's look at exactly what happens, literally hour by hour.
Okay, let's dive right into this. This timeline unfolds across 3 distinct phases, and the clock starts ticking from the exact time of the very last drink. We're looking at early withdrawal, peak withdrawal, and finally, the most severe stage, delirium tremens.
All right, phase 1, early withdrawal. This kicks in just 4 to 12 hours after cessation.
It is honestly wild how fast the body responds to the absence of alcohol. Because your central nervous system is suddenly without its usual depressant, it basically goes into a state of sudden overdrive. It's kind of like a spring that's been held down and then just suddenly let go. Over these first few hours, this rebound effect shows up psychologically as anxiety, insomnia, and general irritation. Physically, you're going to see things like tremors, sweating, headaches, and nausea. And beneath the surface, the whole cardiovascular system just spikes. We're talking an increased heart rate, higher blood pressure, and a really intense sensitivity to sound and light.
Which brings us to phase 2, peak withdrawal. This starts escalating right around the 24 to 48 hour mark.
Now, what's really interesting and honestly quite intense about this specific 24 to 48 hour window is that it's when the body experiences the absolute maximum intensity of the initial withdrawal. The system is fighting incredibly aggressively just to find some sort of equilibrium, causing all those earlier symptoms to completely hit their peak.
And this leads us to a massive warning. Because the central nervous system is under such extreme stress right now, this is the exact window where seizures are most likely to occur. It's a primary, sudden danger that absolutely requires careful medical monitoring.
Let's move to and see how this builds into the third, and frankly, most dangerous phase, alcohol withdrawal delirium, 48 to 72 hours out.
So, this is alcohol withdrawal delirium, which is much more commonly known as delirium tremens. As we mentioned, it usually kicks in approximately 48 to 72 hours after that last drink, but, and this is absolutely vital to note, it can sometimes have a delayed onset, meaning it can actually show up even later than that 3-day mark.
The symptoms in this phase escalate to a profound severity. We're talking severe confusion, hallucinations, and deep, deep agitation. The physical toll on the body is massive. You get high fevers, profuse sweating, and severe hypertension, which is dangerously high blood pressure. The heart is under incredible strain here, marked by tachycardia, so a racing heart, and cardiac dysrhythmias, which are irregular heartbeats. And yes, once again, life-threatening seizures can occur.
So the crucial point to take away from all of this is right here. Delirium tremens is a medical emergency, and it can absolutely be fatal. Understanding this timeline isn't just about memorizing a list of symptoms. It's really about recognizing the sheer gravity of alcohol dependency on the human body. And it leaves us with a pretty profound question to think about. Given how dramatically our nervous system rewires itself for a substance, shouldn't we be prioritizing supervised, compassionate medical support for anyone trying to break free? Think about that for a second. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.